Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode. Today, we're going to talk about the roller coaster of weight loss. But before I dive into the topic today, I have some really fun things coming up. So first, if you are loving this podcast, I get on phone calls with people and they're like, I love your podcast. I binge listened to everything while I was driving or going here and going there. So many people are telling me how much they love this podcast. And I want you to be invited to experience this podcast on a whole other level. So I have created a loyal listener community. Inside this community is your opportunity to ask me questions, private chats about the podcast topics, and access to exclusive events with special guests. So you're not going to hear any of that on this podcast. It is all happening in this exclusive community that I'm creating for you. Even there's an option to get a free private coaching call with me. So the loyal listener group, it's only $5 a month to become part of the loyal listener group. There are 3 levels to joining the listener group, and each have different perks. By joining the listener group, you will be supporting this podcast and helping me continue to spread my work through the world and helping people all over this globe. I am sure you are not checking in on my podcast stats, but I am checking, and this podcast is ranking incredibly high in the US, in Canada, Australia, Sweden, Ireland, Great Britain, South Africa, Namibia, countries that I have to look up on a map because I have never heard of them and I have no clue where they are. This podcast is global. So how cool would it be to meet up in the loyal listeners group with people all over the world? So not only are you going to get these awesome perks that I'm going to give you as a thank you for supporting the podcast, but you're going to involve yourself with people all over the world. So I hope you will join in the loyal listeners group. Again, you can join as little as $5 a month. Just go to my website, NicoleSimonin.com/patron podcast, all smushed together. That link will be in the show notes. Again, it's NicoleSimonin.com patron podcast. If you go to my website, NicoleSimonin.com, you'll see under podcast, it says patron. So just click on that and it'll take you to all the information about the Loyal Listener Club. So I hope to see you in there because I'm really excited about that group and meeting you, because I don't always get to meet you listeners that are on the podcast unless you reach out to me. So I can't wait to meet you and see you in that group and tell you all the fun perks I have lined up inside there. So the second thing I want to let you know about is in the spring, which is really right around the corner, I am going to be offering some retreats in luxurious places. On these retreats, you're going to learn 3 key concepts that are going to change the way you look at weight loss. And you're going to learn tools that you can immediately start implementing at the retreat and then continue as you get home to start losing those stubborn pounds. Not only are you going to get that, we are also going to be staying in some fabulous locations, and we're going to have some fitness classes and some flexibility classes. We're going to do fun excursions and enjoy delicious cuisine. So hang out with me for 3 days in a fabulous vacation spot. Pick my brain, get coached by me, and leave feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to become a new up-leveled version of you. I am only accepting 10 people to go with me on these retreats. So there will be an application process, and I will let you know when we are accepting applications. So make sure you stay tuned for more on that. If you really want to stay in tune, make sure you get on my email list. You can do that by requesting your free cookbook. Again, that's on my website, NicoleSimonin.com/cookbook. And that will put you on my email list, or stay in touch with me on social media. But definitely the email list is the way to go. So, all right, without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. So my daughter and I just got back from a weekend. Sorry, not a weekend, a week in Florida. It was really beautiful weather. I love Florida weather. I'm definitely a high 70s, low 80s, mid 80s type of girl. So it was beautiful weather down there. And our main goal going down there was, she did have a soccer tournament, but we decided to tack on Universal Parks on the beginning part of the trip and Disney at the end of the trip. So if you don't know this about me, I am a roller coaster girl. There are only a few coasters I will not go on. For instance, ones that have to be shut down for wind, like Kingda Ka at Great Adventure in New Jersey. And ones that repeatedly break down or like close to the seashore because of the rust factor. And I know that can be talked about on another day. But as we were wandering through the amusement parks, my daughter was asking me about some of the coasters we were planning on going on, and basically like, how scary are they? As I was giving my descriptions to her, I was also thinking about how going on a roller coaster is very much like the weight loss process. I think the biggest part about going on a roller coaster is the unknown. Does it have steep dips? Does it go upside down? Are there any surprises that you need to know about, right? Now, if you are not a roller coaster person, that is going to freak you out, right? Most people I know who are not roller coaster people will want to know every little detail, every turn, every drop. They may even watch videos of people who have been on the roller coaster to decide if that's something they're even willing to do. Personally, I think finding out in advance every little detail kind of kills the thrill of the ride. Then there is the ultimate question: will I live? Right? Good old primitive brain. If I ride, this roller coaster, will I walk off in one piece? All of this fear of the unknown, of possible death, is all part of the ride before you even step foot onto the ride. So if you've decided to get in line for the roller coaster, there's always the fear buildup while you're waiting. Watching people getting on, looking at their faces as they get off, even if you can't see them get off, because now some rides will exit you into a hidden area. So you might be questioning whether they indeed did get off the ride safely. You will watch the attendants checking the seats, all the warning signs you're going to see as you walk through that line. If you have heart conditions, if you're pregnant, if you have neck problems, if you have fear of enclosed spaces, things like that, right? Granted, those are liability waivers, so you don't sue the park, but as you read these, it intensifies the fear of the ride. Now, if you are like me and somewhat enjoys that fear buildup that you get, like I get really amped up and kind of psyched about the ride. So for me, it's kind of like that's a bonus. For others who are in line, they may feel like they are living their last moments on the face of the earth, right? If you are just starting on a new direction of your weight loss journey, you may feel like you've just stepped in line to a scary roller coaster ride. You aren't sure what to expect. You think you might be in the wrong line. Wasn't this the line for the merry-go-round? You may be questioning if this is the right decision for you. If you make it through the line and get onto the ride, buckle up, because the weight loss ride is going to be filled with anticipation as you climb that slow ascension to the top of the roller coaster, and as you tip over or get blasted out of the starting gate and go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds in the takeoff. During your weight loss ride, you are going to have dips. You are going to have turns. You are going to feel like your face is still back at the starting point. You may laugh, you may cry, you may scream, and even pray. It is all part of the ride. You have to go through the experience of the ride in order to get to the exit, right? No one wants to ride the roller coaster that gets in line only to get out of line to go to the exit. In order to experience the ride, you have to actually ride the ride. This is the same with weight loss. You can't say you're going to lose weight and then just arrive at the exit, right? You can't just arrive at that body that you want. You have to go through all the ups and downs, the turns, the twists, the times when you feel like your stomach is in your throat, the moments when you question why the heck you're even on this ride. No one goes from start to end without having a middle. Now, you do not have to go on the roller coaster ride, for sure. That is an option. You do not have to lose weight. But if you're wanting a different body, one that is healthy and one that works for you and not against you, you have to take the ride. Most people want to skip the process. Let's take a pill so we don't have to think about weight loss. Let's get someone else to ride the ride and I'll just take notes and see if I can apply it in my life. You watching someone else ride the ride is not you truly experiencing the ride. If we met at an amusement park and you asked me about this roller coaster that you wanted to ride, let's say it's the Hulk at Universal or Guardians of the Galaxy at Disney, I would be like, I got you. I have been on those rides so many times that it's just pure fun for me. There's not a lot of thrill because I've been on so many times. I still love to ride them, but I don't get the same adrenaline rush that I did the first time I went on them. So if we ride together while waiting in line, I am going to support you in your decision to get on the ride. Why? Because the ride is so much fun. I want you to experience it. I'm going to point out all the people who have safely got on and off the ride. I'm going to point out to you people who look petrified when they got on and are smiling and beaming when they get off. Once on the ride, I will always make sure your belt or whatever is keeping you in that seat is secure. Then I will secure myself. Anything major, like keeping your head back against the pad for like the takeoff, like for the Hulk and for Rock and Roll Roller Coaster, you literally go, I think it's 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I'm going to give you the heads up on that. I will encourage you to hold on. I will tell you to breathe and enjoy the ride. All through the ride, I'm going to be having fun alongside of you and supporting you when you need it. And when the ride is over, we're going to get a copy of your after picture and you're going to feel a new sense of confidence that you overcame your fear and went on this journey with me as your guide. Having someone who already rode the ride repeatedly is super helpful. This is why I am such a great coach. I know the flow of your weight loss roller coaster ride. I have been working in this industry for almost really probably over 20 years when you include my physical therapy and that background. So there isn't much that I haven't heard or seen. My approach to weight loss is so incredibly different than what is out there. I will help make your weight loss journey easy and doable. And maybe you don't have to experience the big, scary thrill roller coaster to get to your weight loss. You may find that you just need to ride the little ladybug kiddie coaster and get to the healthy, leaner body that you want. I can help guide you on whatever your journey is. But the biggest takeaway here is you go on the journey. You ride the ride. If you desire to live in a healthier body and you haven't successfully gotten there and maintained it, I'd love to show you how to do it. So if this resonates with you and you want to work together in my group program, Lose It for the Last Time is now open. And right now it is only $197 for lifetime access. $197, a one-time payment, you're in for life. That's a beautiful thing because not only am I going to help you lose the weight, but you're going to be able to have access to me to maintain it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I will tell you this price for the group, the $197, is going up very soon. So if you are kind of on the fence and price is an issue for you, I highly suggest you get in now. Go to NicoleSimonin.com/group to join. So when you go to NicoleSimonin.com/group, on that webpage, you'll see a button that says click here to join. That will take you to the page with all the information. And then you just click to join and you're in within 5 minutes. You could be changing your mindset and be headed on a new path. If you would like me to sit right beside you and personally guide you, then the VIP private coaching would be the best option for you. You can request a free call to see if we are a good fit at NicoleSimonin.com/call. So this call, again, is absolutely free. It's really a way for me to get to know what you are looking for and whether you are a good fit for the program, whether I'm a good fit for you. So if that is something that interests you, it is completely customizable to you, and it is personalized. So if you're interested in VIP coaching, go to NicoleSimonin.com/call, schedule a call with me, and let's get started. Weight loss can feel scary, like you aren't sure if you know what you're doing. And even more frustrating when you think you know what you're doing and you think you're doing it right and nothing is happening. It doesn't have to be that hard. Get in the line, work with me, and let's make that ride not as scary. Definitely fun and an experience you will thoroughly enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I cannot wait to see you either in the group in VIP or in the loyal listener group. All right, that's all for me today. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.